How to become a millionaire. Steps you can start today. How to become millionaires. The reality of the world is that, whether we're young or old, unemployed or employed, we all desire to be rich. A look at some of the wealthiest people in the world gives us a glimpse of the kind of lifestyle we all want to have. Unfortunately, only a few of us actually succeed, which means there are some skills that the rich apply in life that most of us don't. Could it be that we're not following the right principles, or maybe we're simply not smart enough? Or is it that we're just too afraid to give entrepreneurship and the chance to live the good life a shot? Sure, it's true you could lose all your money, your job, and even go bankrupt while chasing your dreams. So the question becomes, is your financial freedom worth it? The truth is, the transition between converting your financial ideas into practical methods is daunting. It's quite easy to look around and think we were born into the wrong family, or that we don't have the necessary connections, capital, or skills to achieve our dreams. For most of us, it's easy to believe that getting a 7-figure income can only come from a position like CEO or manager in a highly successful company, which is obviously impossible for everyone. This means that to become financially free, you must become a successful self-employed individual, investor, entrepreneur, or business owner. So in this video, I'll share with you some of the traits and habits that millionaires use to become rich and successful, which you can borrow and apply in your life to help you on your journey to financial freedom. 1. Mindset is everything. Even though repeated a lot, the concept of mindset is still very poorly applied by most of us. Remember that your environment is one of the key factors that determine who you'll become in the future. For most of us, becoming rich or financially free rarely crosses our minds for long. Even when it does, it's mostly a fleeting fantasy of what life could be like in another world. Our schoolmates, friends, work colleagues, gym buddies, the people around us that we socialize and interact with are most likely in the same financial bracket as we are, most likely living paycheck to paycheck, or if they're lucky, just surviving. So we have nothing to compare ourselves to except the little we see around us. Some of us even have role models who aren't rich, or if they are rich, they're probably some kind of playboy, celebrity, muse, artist, or someone who recently got filthy rich, and all these people do is show you their nice big houses and their luxury cars and jewelry. Their amazing fun life filled with amazing parties every weekend and just an amazing attractive life that we all dream of having. And what do? We eat all of it up. Although I've got nothing against these people, they never give you the full picture, and besides, they're simply not good role models to look up to in your financial journey. You should instead be inspired by people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Rockefeller, Phil Knight, Oprah, Richard Branson, and Robert Kiyosaki, just to name a few. Read their books and autobiographies, watch their documentaries, and be inspired by their often humble beginnings. Some of these people started with almost nothing. There's a lot we can learn from them. You can also draw inspiration from local entrepreneurs. Your role models don't necessarily have to be millionaires or billionaires. They could even be your neighbors, so have a chat with them. Find out what they're doing to make some extra cash. They might surprise you. They might even be a business owner who wouldn't mind mentoring you. Visit your local bakery owner, supermarket owner, restaurant owner, or anyone you admire. Ask to meet with them. Usually, they're more than willing to share their stories of how they started or maybe even mentor you. It's worth a try, and you'll lose nothing by trying. Consider the case of Adam Horowitz, the developer of Mobile Monopoly. No, not the game, but a tutorial for learning mobile marketing. At 15, he had a goal in mind, and it was to create $1 million company when he was 21. As incredible as it might have seemed at the time, Horowitz continued to challenge himself, and when he was 18, he successfully reached his $1 million goal. His platform teaches businesses how to generate money by earning mobile marketing leads. This is just one example of a person, a kid to some, who had a goal in mind and was able to discipline himself, focus, and with hard work achieve his goal. So realizing our dreams is indeed very possible, but changing your mindset is the first step to achieving your dreams. 2. Indecision in achieving success. While many of you have imagined owning a business or becoming self-employed, you don't see yourself becoming hugely successful entrepreneurs. You limit your thinking to a certain point where you feel life is simply okay, and okay is good enough. But this is rarely true. Your social conditioning might be the reason why you're still in an old job you hate, or the same reason why you've never made plans to pursue what you love. Maybe you've never imagined self-employment as a way to bring value to the world. Successful writers, authors, actors, bloggers, entrepreneurs, and business owners in the world create something of value that has such a strong impact on people's lives that people are always willing to pay them for the services or products they sell. By doing this, they bring value to the world, which then rewards them with riches, popularity, and elevated status. To become rich, you need to bring value to the world. Elon Musk said that we're rewarded for the difficulty of the tasks we solve, so if there's a huge problem in the world and if you solve it, you'll become very, very rich. 3. Having low self-esteem towards business. Okay, so it's quite easy to always procrastinate or blame other factors for not pursuing your financial freedom and independence goals, right? Sometimes you might feel like you don't have the right education, the necessary skills, the money, or that the economy isn't doing so well, so you keep postponing your plans hoping things will get better next year, you tell yourself. But the reality is that most likely it won't be. These are all excuses that people continuously give themselves and end up wasting time and never pursuing their dreams. Take the example of John Kuhn, a Chinese-American entrepreneur, artist, and fashion designer who started by selling auto parts. He even supplied parts to the TV series Pimp My Ride. Then he started selling merchandise to renowned artists like Jay-Z, earning his first million at the tender age of 16. His interest in fashion endeavors saw him become a millionaire with a net worth of over $40 million. Responsibility should be taken for all actions, emotions, work, career, and all aspects of life. Postponing the idea of venturing into self-employment for one day turns into weeks, then months, then years, and before you know it, into an entire lifetime. Your choices are limiting you from being the best you can be. If you truly desire to be rich and move from earning perhaps $30,000 to maybe $50,000 a year, you need a strategic plan to earn the extra $20,000. If your job doesn't offer you a promotion, then it's your personal responsibility to venture out on your own and find a business or investment that will earn you extra money. Becoming financially free takes time and dedication, and postponing the agenda won't bring you any closer to your dream. 4. Prioritizing everything else over your dreams. We always find something that interrupts our plans: a party with our friends, third job, an entire day with our girlfriend or with friends, or maybe it could be our family. There's nothing wrong with bonding with people close to us. However, you need to set aside time to work on your projects. If you don't absolutely have to go to the party next door, don't. If you can reduce the amount of time you spend talking with your friends, do it, and explain to them that you have a personal goal you'd like to achieve. There are too many distractions around us, and by not prioritizing our dreams, we eventually lose focus. The rich know they have to make this sacrifice because everything comes at a price, especially your dreams. Prioritizing your dreams also means you need a solid plan and procedures to follow. People don't become the best by doing everything the same way others do. You need techniques, mindsets, and routines that give you an edge as you plan to succeed. Maintain a healthy attitude and the willingness to move forward. You also need to see the big picture and dedicate more time to progressive financial success. 5. Become an independent thinker. Standing out means you have to be unique in what you do, and it all starts with what you think. Social conditioning is easy and sometimes hard to break out of since we all want to belong somewhere. We all want the latest clothes, the latest shoes, the newest car model, go to the same religious function, and even attend the same schools. The group mentality extends further to what we consider achievable, acceptable, and what's not. To become financially free, you need to think independently. You need to start creating your own answers and solutions instead of relying on other people to provide them for you. You need to be curious and challenge the status quo. You also need to stop blindly following others and know which advice to follow or ignore. Being different can be difficult at times, but it's also an important part of becoming rich. 6. Maximize your time. There's a poem by Willie Jolly that I really like, and it goes like this: I have only a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, I can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it. Give an account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. You see, people, the rich think big, and the poor think small. The poor and middle class are unfortunately the people who spend an extra hour or two running around a store looking for a 5% discount on a t-shirt, saving only a few dollars. A rich person doesn't think like that. A rich person is thinking, how can I improve myself and make my time more valuable so that an hour of my time can be worth thousands of dollars instead of just a few dollars? Time is the most precious asset we have, and it's important to use it wisely. 7. Manage your money. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people don't manage their money well. For example, when a poor person wins the lottery, and this is usually the case because richer people usually don't buy lottery tickets, many times they will lose the money very quickly because they have no idea how to manage their money. If you want to be financially successful, you need to learn when to save and when to spend. An opportunity might present itself for you to invest in something, but if you don't have money in your bank account, you won't be able to. 8. Never stop learning. This 8th principle is one that will really surprise you. Believe it or not, very rich people typically don't have much ego. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop learning. Rich people are constantly learning and growing. Poor people think they already know everything. Rich people always try to surround themselves with people smarter than them. The reason they do this is because they're always trying to learn more and more and are never content. Poor people tend to think they already know everything and stop learning. The rich understand that learning never ends. They understand that to grow and maintain their wealth, they need to keep learning and educating themselves on the best practices and strategies to pivot their businesses to the next level. And finally, I personally believe this last key tip is the most important but often overlooked or rarely mentioned piece of the success puzzle. It's so fundamental that even figures of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates' caliber have cited this habit as the reason they've amassed great fortunes and success. You need self-discipline. You need focus. Self-discipline is the one habit that will guarantee success in your life. It's not easy to master. I often struggle with it myself, but if you can master it, I can almost guarantee you'll be successful in whatever you do. Share your personal experience on today's topic with us. Write it in the comments and ask us any questions you may have, we will be happy to answer. Leave a comment so that we can perfect our creations. We will be happy with your simple like, but the most important thing is not to forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.